And with that, we are ready. And so I will send it right over to Nicosar with the Ur-Quan Masters.
I go by he, him pronouns, and I am going to be running the Ur-Quan Masters, also known as Star Control 2, for, legal reasons. It's been great fun learning. I'm keen to be able to show it off to everybody. I believe my teacher, Happy Camper, will be joining me for the stream.
Yes, I'm here. Hello. I'm Happy Camper. You might recognize my voice if you've been here for the last hour, because was the runner of Hyperlight Drifter, and now we leave Earth, or leave some planet, and go for hyperspace.
Right. I think we've as well. We're going to be playing this game with DOS music. Oh, whoops! I was a bit fast on that one. We'll just ignore that. Don't mind. But yeah, no. I guess we can probably get straight into it. Actually, If we're looking all right,
We're all set.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do a count in. And that will be 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the very, very start of this game is pretty tight. We're on a very tight in-game schedule. So I need to make sure I do this without any serious navigation flubs. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Pluto. Need to have a little chat with a friend. I swear he is a friend who's hiding here. Yep. Don't mind the 8 crew members who we're just going to sort of say goodbye to. They're going to a better place.
They're just pixels. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just pointy pixels.
All right. So goodbye. See you later. And Fwiffo's here to say hello. So we'll just sort of mash through his dialogue and welcome aboard, Fwiffo. We see his ship has joined our escorts. We are never going to use that ship, but it sells for a good price.
Also, you did that section very clean. Very nice with the dialogue.
Thanks. We'll see if the later ones work that well. Fwiffo's an easy one to memorize, at least. So now is probably the single scariest moment of the run. Because I need to get to Mercury and not overshoot and not undershoot. It's okay. We're looking not amazing.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Don't worry.
We haven't overshot, so that's the big thing. I swear this usually goes better in my practice. So we're just going to do another little scan here. Technically, if you're playing this game naive, you'll do a little scan to sort of see where everything is that you care about. Everything is like, there's no RNG in terms of where everything spawns. That's a bit unfortunate losing those crew there. Anyway, so if you know in advance where you're going to go, which you do for speedrun, you just always know exactly where to go. I've got some of these bits memorized, particularly in the early game, less so as we get to the late game, and that's okay. So we now get to Earth. We'll just skip this little message here, wait for it to finish playing out, and go to the moon. And we got a nice little rendezvous with a moon base.
But pretty much what he's doing now is all the catching up with what happened in Earth, because we're humans. The captain is a human, but they returned to Earth after a battle. Or a war that's been going on, and it was 20 years in the past or so. So this stuff happened, and now with spiders.
Angry spiders. Oh crap!
Oh shit!
Oh come on!
Run! No!
That's a reset. That's just a hard reset. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that.
No,
it was just unfortunate.
And I can't escape either, so I it's
you can't escape.
I'm just gonna let this one kill me. Unfortunately, spawning is just down to luck. Oh come on, dude! If you're gonna kill me, at least
unless you have maybe a
do that
save.
For the fight.
do you have a save file before or after the fight, maybe?
Okay, so that's how you don't do it. You think I could have safety saved before that, but no. All right, so, 3, 2, 1, go. Nah.
Yeah, that was just super unfortunate. That happens sometimes. So just shortly to introduce maybe the game for those who don't know. So usually we are in these star maps, like these planetary systems, like for now the solar system, where we are traversing planets, we are gathering resources sometimes. To be honest, we're not doing that much in a speedrun. And then there's ship battles. Ship battles are, well, one versus one combat, and it's entirely random where you spawn on that map, except you cannot spawn on an asteroid or on a planet, and also nearby the planet, I guess. But yeah, when you spawn nearby the enemy, you just have like some profit from being able to close the gap real good. And these spiders that we saw, the Ur-Quan, they have a ship that is exceptionally slow. But yeah, if it gets close, their weapon is pretty damn good at a close range. So they just
human cruiser that we have is basically designed to kite from long range with a homing attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the human ship is even slower, but it's long range, so you just usually try to stay afoot and stay ahead of them and just shoot them from afar. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Oh god. The memes.
Oh, I forgot you can't go backwards. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you don't really need the
resources. Just nerves now. Yep. So yeah, that's the beginning and the end of the resource harvesting that we'll be doing in this run.
Yep, this is enough. This is so amazing to do this on very low resources.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how much you just coast by on freebies and second-hand sales.
True, that's one way to say it.
But yeah, I guess. Oh no, we'll just do this. All right. And so now let's take no chances. Just save over you instead. I just messed up my future practice saves. That's fine. All right. So we're back to this tutorial fight.
What do you mean? We just see this for the first time?
There we go. So that's much more what we want. 2 nukes. Boom. Nice and clean.
Well done.
First try.
Okay.
All right. So we are now all friendly with the space station orbiting Earth, and we've got now access to our home base. We'll be checking in here a few times over the course of the run, and we'll start by scrapping our human cruiser. It has done exactly what we needed it to, and goodbye Fwifo's ship. Goodbye Fwifo, technically.
He has a new home here. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's nice and safe on the starbase. And right now we're just going to increase our fuel capacity a bit. Oh, happened there. And by all the engine. Oh, did I? Oh, there. Of course. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just do a few more scrapping of these modules because we don't need those. Buy some turning jets and max out our fuel. Excellent. Beautiful. And off we go. So we're now a very, very fast ship. It still doesn't turn very well, which is going to be relevant for some of our maneuvering going forward. Just make our way out of the Sol system and have our first hyperspace segments. So, we now have...
Can do it.
Come on. There we go. I swear I'm not... Okay, I'm on autopilot now, and we've got probably about 3 minutes with literally no input from the player until we get to Alpha Pavonis. So it'll be an amazing time for any reads. Yeah, if you want to tell us about the cause or any donations, please, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, of course. If you would like to donate to community, you can visit our Tiltify campaign at speedromizer.live/donate, or also you can type !donate in the chat. All of those donations go directly to the community. And when you are donating, don't forget to put your money towards our active challenges and polls. For example, we did have a poll for picking the music here, And I'm not sure what it is about it in particular, but the sounds of this game are just really funny to me. Like the ship when it was spewing fire at you, like that sound effect, really, really funny.
Yeah, they have some
I'm hoping
kind of
that
like
continues.
comic style, somewhat. It feels like it's a comic to me.
Yeah, very sort of pulp action kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That they nailed that pretty well. It's even better in the dialogues, I think the dialogues are very nicely voiced. They're not professional voice actors. They're just
It's just a bunch of game stuff,
like
isn't it?
just a bunch of friends from devs, and it's amazing what they pulled off with the voices, in my opinion.
Unfortunately,
But
we're
sadly,
going to
we
hear
don't get to hear a
collectively
lot of
about
dialogue.
30 seconds of voice over the course of this run, if that.
And we did get a little bit from the guy there right before we started this too, and that was also really good, I thought.
But yeah, Space Jam music.
Yeah. Did we, just out of interest, did we, I think that I picked, did we have incentives coming up for Blast Core? Because I really liked that game.
Let's take a look here. Oh, Blast Corps. Yes, Blast Corps has made both of the targets for that.
Oh, sweet.
I think
Well
that
done,
earlier
everybody.
today. We will be hearing 10 Tempest puns and perhaps some more depending on how he's feeling. And we will also be seeing the moon level showcase.
Much like this game, the moon in Blast Core is full of buildings. Unlike this, like this game, you need to make those buildings go away. All right. We'll be there pretty soon. Yeah, I guess we can talk plot for a bit. So basically, this is technically a sequel to Star Control. It plays very differently mechanically. The original Star Control was a bit more of a sort of had a strategy aspect to it, which this game doesn't really accept in the biggest sense. But basically, the human faction, good guys, they lost badly in the first game, and the Ur-Quan, who are the main villains of that game, have been ruling the roost until they've kind of all vanished for reasons that no one quite understands yet. All right, so we're just going to grab this little crashed Ur-Quan ship. Definitely nothing to worry about that, ruined this amazing, terrifying dreadnought. That's not a problem. Because it's got some power cells in it that we are going to need. And now we're getting up to the last little really time-sensitive part of the intro. Just need to make sure I line up to the right coordinates X and Y. I think that's workable.
Yeah,
'cause we
44
need to,
should work.
yeah, I think it's 43.9 is exact. You've probably got one margin. I know 44.1 is not good. What I'm trying to do,
tight margin.
what I'm trying to do is catch a natural portal into quasi-space, which is sort of like a, we've got first hyperspace, but what about second hyperspace? This one appears at a set location. We can see it coming up on the radar down there, and it's only open for 3 days in a month. Yeah, we're fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
All right.
19th.
Yeah. Oh yes, and here's the biggest reason to pick, in my opinion, the biggest reason to pick DOS over 3DO music, because most of the 3DO mixes are like similar to the DOS music, just they've got a different spin on it. But this track, for whatever reason, is replaced by something completely different in 3DO, and I think this is so much better. It's really eerie, almost sort of Philip Glassy. I much prefer it to the 3DO quasi-space music. We've gone in here to chase after the Aralu, who are friendly little, little green men, flying saucer aliens, who just sort of, they're here, they're chilling. There we go. And you need to be a little careful with these guys.
Just don't tell them that you hate them.
Yes, because that absolutely will ruin the run routing. So we're good, we're friends. They've given us a bit of useful information about an Ur-Quan talking pet that'll come in handy, it'll trigger a world event. And they've also, most importantly, very load-bearing for this run, they've given us a portal spawner. So now we can get into quasi-space from anywhere in the universe instead of having to rely on that natural portal. The only the only catch is it costs 10 fuel each time we activate it. That's fine. In most cases, you'll save a lot more than 10 fuel by using it. And so immediately after getting out of quasi-space, we need to get back into quasi-space, go through this portal here, and we're going to say hello to the Pekunk. They're friendly sorts. Generally speaking, you get a lot of what you need in a casual run as well as in the speed run by making friends with people, making alliances, and they'll give you access to technology. Sometimes they'll give you resources and ships. Some of them need you to jump through a few hoops. The Pekunk, very mercifully, for this is why we're doing them early in the run, they don't really need anything. You just need to say that you like them and that you're friendly, and they're like, oh, that's great, we like you too. So just make our way down a little bit further. And that should be good. Yep, beautiful. I'm just going to go for it. Strictly speaking, I want to make sure I get to their home world. It does waste time if I run into any Pekunk ships before getting there because they'll want to talk to me. I think I'll try dancing around them.
You almost cannot avoid it.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Excellent. Oh, wow, nice. Nice maneuvering.
So basically, as long as we don't just declare war on them instantly, they're very happy to be our friends. And now we just, they're our friends. You can see I've now got 4 little Pekunk Fury escorts. They're cool ships. Unless things go extremely badly in this run, I'm not going to be making any use out of them at all. Now, that's another quasi-portal.
I'm very curious how you will do the future battles.
Oh, wait, sorry. Yes, I am also a little curious. Pardon me, I went the wrong way. At the moment, unfortunately, my turning is still really bad. So, that's our right destination. So, my first move is just to go back to Sol and do a refit. And then it's going to involve buying a bunch of fuel and a bunch of turning jets. Essentially make the ship as zippy as possible. Strictly speaking, you don't need all the turning jet upgrades, but they make it much easier to maneuver in some situations like where you have to sort of dodge enemies or just, align precisely. And it just gives you a bit of a margin of error as well. So we'll make sure to talk to Hayes, and he's going to go, oh, these Araloo ships have turned up and they want to be friends. Suits me. So firstly, we're just going to do a bit of sales. So 3 of these Pekunk Furies, I'm just going to sell them, and their crew as well, to get more resources. 1 more fuel tank, and then we max out our turning jets, and max out our fuel. Looks good to me. Are you not getting
crew for safety?
Maybe I should. Yeah, you're right. This is the other resource units aren't going to do any good anyway. Yes, that's a good point. All right. And off we go. Next order of business is a bit of setup that this is one part of the run where, strictly speaking, I don't actually know why it's necessary. I've been too lazy to do my homework on this one and only this one. But I need to go and get myself a hyperwave broadcaster to fool the Ilroth into moving all of their fleet elsewhere and attacking the Thradash.
I can tell you why.
I'm not actually sure if it's strictly necessary or if it's just a case of making it, would otherwise be unreasonably expensive to get things done quickly. But yeah, I'm guessing it's to clear up some stuff we need to scavenge later on in the game.
I hope I will remember later. We can tell this later.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What is happening? Why we need that? Because it is strictly required. It has another bonus thing that can be nice, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Currently you are getting that broadcaster from an abandoned planet.
Very convenient, it's just sitting here. I wonder why that planet's got no one living on it.
Yeah, exactly. This is weird.
It can't be anything.
Well, there were some alien life forms, like these
real estate.
These squids with the sunglasses on are very cool.
Yeah.
But sadly, you cannot communicate with them.
Yeah. You just let people know, hello, I'm here, and now there's no one on this planet. Seems reasonable. Not suspicious at all. So now it's a bit of a hop through hyperspace to get to Ilroth territory. So they are like, this game's got ways it characterizes things. That the Ilroth, they are cartoonishly evil. Like, You know, they actually believe in being evil. Like, you know, it's quite funny. And fortunately for us, they're also pretty gullible. So we are essentially just going to do a little bit of, you know, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, and use the hyperwave broadcaster to trick them into thinking that their gods are giving a commandment. Conveniently, it's a commandment that involves slaughtering a bunch of people who don't really deserve it, so they're totally cool with going along with that. Unfortunately, you can't, you know, use the voice of God to make them actually do anything nice. That's not in their nature. Nope. Okay, so that's good. And they're on the way to, like, beat up the Thradash, who technically are their allies.
But what the gods say is they have to act on it. Like, your wishes, your commands are.
Stop beating up the Bekunk. Beat someone up who can fight back. All right. So with that done, I'm onto Mycon space, which is needed for reasons. So broadly speaking, I'm going to be paying a few visits to worlds here. First order of business is just to find some egg case fragments, which at this point in the game, logically, we've got no reason to know why we want them. We're just doing a lovely little bit of, we're just reading the strategy guide. We know what to do. Oh, wait, no, I've overshot. Oh, I'm going to get an encounter there, aren't I? Oh, no, I should be okay. Oh, lovely, and no Mycon flying in the system. Oh, come on. I always like forget about that little world there.
Yeah, for the first 100 runs or so, I did so too. It's a nasty little planet. It kind of hides in the background. So nasty.
Oh, not auto scan. All right, now I need to be a little careful here, because if I lose my lander, that's a. Maybe I should have safety saved that too. Because yeah, if you lose your lander, that is functionally a dead run.
Yeah, exactly. So in marathon setting, it's completely okay to save here, because this is very dangerous. Because the lander, where the lander lands is a little bit random. Yeah, you can aim it, but it's not always going exactly to the pixel you chose. And that's why if you have bad luck, you just spawn on top of some fire or earthquakes, and you just instantly die. And you can do nothing about that.
Yeah, now we'll just do a safety save here.
Zero skill.
This is really good spawns for this system. I'm used to having like 4 or 5 times more Mycon hanging around. That's not quite such good luck, but I think we'll just zoom in and take it. I think that's the planet?
I'm not sure what you hit.
Well, we'll see one way or the other. It's not. Okay. Well, we're just going to be a bit of attrition here. Unfortunately, it's just, we bought extra crew before heading out, and that's very lucky in this encounter. So having the encounter itself, come on, very bad luck, but best result you can get. All right, so the Mycon, we're just going to ask them about why are there shattered worlds in your space, and they're like, screw you, we're better than you. This is just how we do things. So now, essentially, just to direct repeat of that encounter, just immediately bail out. Have to take some damage here. Not ideal. They're going to get one. Oh no, they didn't get that big whack. That's great.
Good. Good.
I mean, that's all right.
Let's hope we get lucky.
Yeah,
of course.
The problem is they're swarming me from inside the system, so we'll do one more hello and goodbye. I could almost have just fought there, actually, with only one. Oof, this is getting a little hairy on the crew side. Well, more safety saves can come in. So, having gotten that, we've got this little piece of information from the Mycon. So we're now just going to bail into quasi-space. And find out that, there are some people who actually care about this. As it turns out, the Cyrene, who were allied with humans in the first war, their homeworld got destroyed by something that's suspiciously similar to the standard way that Mycon approach a planet. So at the moment, they're sort of chilling in space jail. They decided to surrender to the Ur-Quan, and they're sort of happy sitting underneath their shield on their nice little planet. But if we tell them that the Mycon are the reason that they don't have a homeworld anymore and they've been almost wiped out, they get angry and they want revenge. So that one, strictly speaking, I think isn't capital end necessary, but it's necessary for the speedrun route that we're doing, because the only other way to get rid of the Mycon guarding a world we have to go to is to wait for the even nastier, eviler Ur-Quan to turn up and genocide them. And that's slow.
Exactly, yeah.
That's like 5 in-game years or something. I don't want to know what that is in real time.
It's 4 in-game years, depending what you do. But yeah, it would take about 2 hours, that speedrun.
Yeah, there's no time for that. So,
no.
This is both the ethically sound and fast approach. Those two things aren't always the same.
Yeah, so bad ending is actually a slow run in this run, in this game.
Alright, so we've had a chat with Talana, the Starbase commander, and we're cooking up a plan to basically lure the Mycon fleet into a trap. But as a first step, we're just not going to do anything about that, and instead we're off to make some friends. Yeah, in fact, prove that we are in fact happy campers.
Oh yeah, jumping peppers, we're visiting the good guy.
Yeah. We're going to be having a party.
Ooh, I like squirting colors. Just don't go dancing.
Oh wait. I'll just wait for the hyperspace encounter, assuming that's an Urs. Oh come on! Whoops.
I'm not sure what that is.
Well, if it's a Silandoid probe, I'm just going to cry.
Fast.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's talk about probes. Yeah, just attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is definitely a.
Oh, you just have
should be
10
survivable.
crew. Oh.
Yeah, that was a lot scarier than.
Oof.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just going to go into the other system. That's probably yours there. And oh, come on.
Yeah. Well, I guess you should go.
Well, it's just going to be what it is.
Yeah, it should be one of these. Yeah, so probes are not so nice. But these are the good guys, the orcs. The Urs.
Yes, they're very good guys. Friendliest guys.
Yeah, happy fish.
They have a very distinct way of speaking that, is sort of because they're so weird that the ship's automatic translator just doesn't know what to do with them. So things get rendered very amusingly. Oh.
Also, the music is awesome. Their dialogue.
Yeah. And because we're happy campers in their parlance.
Fun fact: you don't technically need this alliance, but it's faster.
Well, because otherwise you just
don't do the alliance, you need to fight.
Right?
I think it was 5 ships here.
I'm not interested in fighting 5 Urs.
Yeah, forget it. It's not quick.
Given that their alliance is just there for the asking.
Yeah. But yeah, the other ship that was there earlier was the Salander probe. They are like AI controlled, so they're not really how to say, a species here, but at least the ships they're steered, and they just battle you all the time. So you cannot talk your way out of it.
Yeah, technically they are an existential threat to the universe, just one that we don't have time to deal with in a speedrun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why would we need to save the universe? We just need to save ourselves.
Alright. Somewhat busy system, but fortunately the Druge aren't hostile, so even if they do sort of encounter me, I can just say goodbye and they'll let me leave in peace. And just myself just past these guys.
So you might notice that we're running out of fuel, so what he's going to do is, of course, he fuels up.
Selling the broadcast because we don't need that anymore, and the egg case fragments because, the evidence in the crime has been presented and the Siren will just believe us from this point on.
And you get
a lot of fuel.
Well, you get fuel, but you also get another artifact.
Yes,
will be used later
which, of course, amusingly, as far as the Druge are concerned, is just useless junk. Joke's on them. Alright, just 1 second.
Well, they're not wrong with that.
I mean, technically not, no. Right. Yeah.
Always depends on the eye of the beholder.
Yes, what is value?
True.
Wait a minute, I'm messing this up, aren't I?
Wait a second.
Sorry, I just need
Irene, are you?
Yeah, it should be get the fleet. So
up. I would go
that's
up,
it.
but you can also go down there.
Oh, okay.
Think.
I thought this was the one. No. Yeah, this should be
No,
the one.
I would go up.
Oh, okay. This is a live live redirection. All right. I was planning on getting the fleet.
I usually take this upper one. I didn't
Okay.
pay attention what you used first for the first one.
Okay. Well, I'll take
I
your word for it.
through this one usually. That takes you to
Okay.
Sparthy space, and then you go to the right.
Fair. Where are we? Off to 629,220? No, I think we've got a routing difference here. Oh no, 594.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Okay,
Hey.
yeah. Sorry, you need to enter again. Sorry.
I'm just gonna get back on this. I don't think we can afford to.
thinking.
waste
Yeah, you need
10
to go to
fuel.
the ships first.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you were correct. This is the correct portal. Sorry.
All right, so that's okay. So I'm absolutely going to do a safety save here because I'm very low on crew, and even at max crew, there are some game over level enemies in this area. Because this
Yeah,
place
you
you've
will
got pretty
see
high
them
chance of running into
spawn.
Ur-Quan. If you're even less lucky, you. Well, we got a safety
green
save,
ones
so we'll
as
just
well.
go for it. Just three cheeky little dreadnoughts. At least I don't have any Korra here. I find them even worse. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, good luck.
Ooh, fucking hell! Sorry. Oh, okay, that's a lot of Ur-Quan.
No panic. No panic.
Yep. The murder bots are here for us. Yep. All right.
No,
Oh wait,
not
no, we
really.
want the moon. Everything's under control.
Yeah,
There we go.
nothing to worry about. I think you
That is
cannot-
what safety saves
Oh,
are
you
for.
can. Good. Just don't get hit.
Oh yeah, I should probably just decrew that Fury.
Yeah, I think it would be safer. Please no encounter.
Like, I don't plan on using it. Yeah, let's just do that now. And just for safety, I think I might also decrew one of the Araloo, since they basically get one-shotted anyway. Alright, so I have now retrieved the Cyrene fleet, and the fact that the, ships actively in the process of guarding it were there and trying to get at me, this isn't actually going to cause any problems. You know, the game's not that sophisticated. So we are now going to go back and tell the Cyrene the good news. And this is essentially going to wipe out a huge chunk of the Mycon once they spring their trap. But at the moment, the Mycon don't have any reason to send their fleet out in places. So we're also going to get a little bit of info
Take care,
from
there's
the
one
Cyrene.
ship ahead.
Yep. Oh, two.
Raise faction.
Jesus.
Oh, two.
Oh my god.
No!
This is like- well,
Bad luck.
we'll see who this is. It's probably the Slylandro probes. No! Okay, well, we'll just try bailing
this
from here.
is-
But you are just hosed against the Ur-Quan. Their fighters are fast.
At least we have a good distance.
Oh, it's still good, still good. Oh, I got away clean from that. And then just another... Is this more Ur-Quan?
Yeah, you might
This
want
is
to
staggeringly
save
bad
now.
luck.
Maybe on the second save.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
we'll see. Oh, well, once again, the game's just decided to spawn us a million miles away from them. So beyond the cost of encountering them in the first place, that's actually scot-free. That should have just been vaporized.
Awesome.
Those
Good
ships
luck.
mean business.
By the way, for
Alright,
those who don't know, there's a radar on the top, on the bottom right, that shows all those black dots that are ships chasing him. So there were quite many. There can be even a lot more. So that was actually pretty decent, I would say.
Alright, so
And
we'll
good luck
avoid the
from
prolonged
getting
scene here by picking the second option. We're all business in the speedrun. And now it's time to go back to Mycon space. Because we've got a tasty little bit of bait from the Cyrene. They're going to tell us, oh, here's a super, super nice world that we can sort of tell the Mycon, you can go over here and it's perfect for you. You know, definitely not suspicious that your mortal enemies are telling you about this. Nah, just go for it. Send your whole fleet there to support it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're on the level. It does mean we need to go back to the Mycon homeworld system and do need to sort of thread the needle of navigating past their ships. This is the one time that you can talk to the Mycon and they'll just let you go once you get to the conversation, but only the Mycon on the homeworld work that way. Anyone else that you run into beforehand patrolling the system, they're still going to want to fight you and blow you into pieces. And so we'll just do a save.
Nice.
It looks alright. Ideally, we don't want to aggro them beforehand because they let you go from the world, but like subsequent Mycon ships will still aggro on you and will still try and fight you. So not ideal here. So they're like, oh, hot damn, we're going after this lovely little world. Thank you very much for telling us. You're one of the good guys. And that should be enough time for them to not aggro. Yep, okay. Let's make sure I don't run into any Mycon before we leave the system. And we should be mostly okay. So this means that their most precious world with an important artifact on it is essentially just guarded by a skeleton fleet. So of course we're going to proceed directly there. Jesus, that's a lot of Micron. I'm used to seeing like basically no one patrolling the system here. I shouldn't have bothered saving then, just save in the combat encounter. Oh my god, seriously?
Take them a little bit for detour.
Yeah. I think it won't... the problem is as soon as the other ones arrive from elsewhere, they're just going to spawn in and want to fight. Oh well. Alright, I'm just going to save here because, yeah, we got our first combat. So, I'm going to hopefully not shame myself too much. That's a nice spawn. So, the Aralu Mycon matchup is hilariously one-sided if you're a good pilot. If you're not a good pilot, it's a little scary. But basically the idea is that... Rough. Yeah, maybe I should just... they're too fast, I'll teleport. But yeah, they've got homing shots, but the Aralu ship is No, I'm just gonna... Come on, dude. Wrap around. The Aralu ship is inertialess and can just dodge around them and can also get them blown up by their own fire.
Nice one.
Ugh. Technically, it's possible for the Aralu to beat the Mycon without ever firing a shot themselves. Do it entirely by kiting the energy blasts in, but that's slow, so we're also just going to use our laser. Oh, nice. It never goes that well in practice. So there are 2 ships down, 3 ships remaining. Three down.
So we never... Oh, shame. So we never really explained ship combat, except for a little bit. It's always 1 versus 1. There's a player-controlled unit, and the computer is on top. So the Mycon is controlled by the computer, and Erilu obviously by Nicosar. Those ships are different in size, speed, power of their weapons. They have the bars that they have. The green bar is the crew, so it's pretty much the health pool. And the red bars is the batteries they use for abilities and weapons. So, okay, good luck.
Yeah, maybe I should have just loaded actually. Yeah, I'm just going to take... Okay, well, obviously got to take the load now.
Yeah,
strictly speaking,
you also need the credits, right?
Yeah, strictly speaking, I think you can sell some turning jets and get by, but that's a lot to go by without. So that's, what we have safety saves for. This is baked into the estimate.
Can do it. Come on.
The tricky part is that the base damage of the Mycon shot is enormous. It's more than you have health on the Aralu ship. I think at minimum, you can take like an absolute minimum strength hit. It does like 5 damage, so the Aralu can take that, but like you don't want to. There we go.
These fights are very technical. The small, fast ships versus the big, slow ones with massive firepower. So basically, what you can see is like, if you haven't noticed already, the Erilu has this laser that is self-guided, so it automatically goes to the target. It can only fire in straight lines though, so it cannot shoot through stuff. Like if there's a bubble in between it or an asteroid, it will shoot that thing. But it's very short range. The Mycon, they have pretty much like guided missiles that are these, big glowing balls that, follow the Erilu. And that's why... Oh, shame. I saw what you wanted to do there, but...
I blinked.
Yeah. But sadly, it's one of the reasons like these guided missiles can be tricked into be used against their owners. by guiding them around the ship and hiding behind the enemy ship, then then exactly this happens, that the guided missile ran into the enemy ship. Then there's pretty much only two more things to explain. The special abilities of these ships. So the Arilu, Nicosar showcases actually earlier, can teleport. It also has a passive. A passive ability, the Arilu, that they are not affected by gravity. Like the
So normally ships have inertia, like they sort of control like asteroids or so, but the Arilu doesn't. It just gets to come to a stop if you're not accelerating. Okay. Oh, that was pretty awful.
Oh yeah, and the mic can,
I'm just gonna
regenerate.
save again.
You might have noticed this as well during the fight.
Because this is another world that's extremely active. There's lots of earthquakes, and I could lose my lander here. Oh boy. Am I down to 2 crew? Okay, sure. Sure, that's not
It'll be
ideal.
fine, you get some money now.
Some. I mean, I'm down 1 Aralu skiff, which is not ideal. Alright, so make an exit from this world, and we're on to the next one. Wow, they're all lined up in a thing there. Now, let me just double check. I think we're just bailing directly, aren't we? Yes, because we've got the sun device, and we need to go and talk to the Chimera. Well, technically they're not the Chimera yet, but, you know, we'll get there. So basically, like, one of the, like, sort of the big hero race from the original war, the Chenjesu, I believe, got
Chenjesu and the Murmur.
Yeah, along with everybody else. They got imprisoned. It's like the basically just like they're just like living rocks pretty much, or crystals, whatever, and the Murmur are machines. And so
they're like robots.
Oh no, this is the one. Yeah, that was faster than I expected it to be. Used to it taking, I don't know. Anyway, so they're stuck on this world here, and they're frantically working on a way to sort of, you know, we need to beat the Ur-Quan. What are we going to do? We're going to come up with this process, and it'll take, you know, X, Y days. We're going to use a bunch of energy, and the sun device here just sort of shortcuts it. Technically, it's not what they intended. All right, so these guys are load-bearing. They are absolutely necessary to beat the game. They're necessary for one reason, because they can soup up a bomb that we find here. But they're also very convenient. Even if they weren't necessary, you'd probably want to do them because they give you massive resources. And they also have a very, very powerful ship, the Avatar, which is going to be basically the overwhelmingly frequent ship that I'm using for combat for the rest of the run. I think we're here, aren't we? Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the reason because basically he's now doing a detour. He didn't need to go there, but yeah. The Avatar is such a strong ship that it actually cuts the combat that's coming up real short. And that's why it pays off to get it earlier than in, let's say, the old route of the game, because the old route got the Chimera just at the end. And by the way, since we were talking about the Ilraf earlier, why we sent them away, if you do not send them away, they will block you from getting to the Chimera.
Oh, I didn't realize. They're just sort of patrolling around the system.
Yeah, so they let you communicate with them, but once you are able to get once you have the sun device, they will block the path. They will guard the Chimera planet. They don't send them away.
Ah, well, now I've learned something. All right, and top up on crew. I might just... Oh, wait, no, we got plenty of...
Yeah, you're a bit tough on resources. I hope this works out.
And fuel.
Yeah, I can fuel up a little bit.
Might as well. I don't need any RU for anything remaining.
Yes, I don't have my notes ready, so I can't.
I'm pretty sure. Like, it'd be nice to have not needed to sell a ship as like combat insurance, but you know, I did. You know, I lost a skiff in the fight, so it's slightly less than optimal. All right, so now we're quasi-portaling.
One is fine.
Yeah. Down. And we've got to get one more sort of... What on the face of it is just this pointless MacGuffin after the Aqua Helix. So we've already got the Rosy Sphere and the Clear Spindle. The rosy sphere we bought from the Druge. The clear spindle we just got given as a free gift by the Pekunk. Just, they're friendly. They just have this thing. Now, yeah, on the surface of it, all three of these things are worthless, but their value will be proven pretty soon. Now, I think technically there's, you can encounter Ilroth in this system coming up, theoretically. Probably a low encounter rate, because they've been sent off on their crusade, but still possible for there to be danger. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of hyperspace activity.
Yeah, the Thradash are very active. It might also be already some Ilroth around. Ah, you missed the system, yeah?
Oh, I missed it, so...
actually, you can send the Thradash away.
I didn't save.
If they were not here. You can save here, if you should be completely fine. You don't need to fight them, you can tell them to walk away. It seems the Ilroth are already here, so they just...
Yeah, so they're just busy fighting each other, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would be up for a fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically their whole thing.
The war race.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing any Thradash here. Usually I'm just used to seeing Ilroth.
Yeah, they both can be here.
I can't remember exactly where to go, so we'll just do the energy scan. There we are. Oh, that's rather lucky. Just landed directly onto the thing that we wanted.
Perfect.
Excellent. All right, just make our way out of the system and just straight to quasi-space again. Should be able to beat that encounter. Yep.
Nice.
All right, so heading up here. So we've got our three... called the Ur-Quan. Oh, is that a... I'm just going to go for it. I think that should be... Hello, friend. How's it
lost.
Perfect. That's very fast. So they've given us this thing called the Ur-Quan, which the Supocs have got another species called the Utwig, and they're good friends. The Utwig are horribly depressed because their Ultron's been broken. And it just happens that the three items we picked up are the way to fix the Ultron. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. So the Ur-Quan itself was basically the Utwig got scammed. It's essentially just the, here's this rock that protects you from tigers. At least what the Druge, would, sort of thought that they were doing. Okay. You're slow. You're probably not a probe. As it turns out, in the case of the Utwig themselves, it actually does something. It sort of makes them a bit psychic and makes them less depressed. All right. So we got the Ur-Quan. Yay! And now they're like, we're best friends. They think we're the best thing since sliced bread. So that means we now have access to a little moon here that they'd otherwise been guarding. I think you get a save chance before this one, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, whoops.
Yes.
Should have gone left. Yeah, because you don't for the next one. So I'm just going to do here.
Yeah, for the next one.
As it turns out, the Druge had sold them the Ur-Quan hoping to get this, a bomb that's on this planet. Instead, the Utwig were like, nah, have some other junk instead. Basically gave them a taste of their own medicine. Come on, next to the planet? Seriously? So the one downside of the Avatar is it's not super fast, and gravity wells will absolutely wreck it. Yeah. Deal. Oh, that's gone very well. 2. So the Druge now hate us. For, that's fair enough. I don't really like them either. So we got to blow up these. Oh, I'll just wrap around. 5 ships. Yeah. I think that's 3.
But so far you're doing a good job. The Druge fight is very interesting because of their big, powerful weapon.
Yeah, because they're their whole thing is that they're very slow, but they've got enormous range. Oh, there we go. So I've just gone exactly where they want me to go. So we'll just loop around. Oh, okay, a little clumsy. It's all right.
The good thing is, the Jimmer has this magnetic pull, and the good thing is that when he's pulling, the Druj are panicking and they want to run away. That's a good thing, because if they would keep aiming at you, they would deal tons of damage.
I think that's the best I've ever done the Druj fight.
Yeah, it was, I think, 12 damage. It was 2 shots, I think. That's all.
Alright, so we've now got an extremely powerful bomb. As it turns out, it's not quite powerful enough for what we need. So...
Just don't accidentally click on it.
Yeah, yes. If you use it, it does just detonate and blow your ship up.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun part.
It's one of those fun little Easter eggs in the game. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. So later on, we're going to get that sorted out. But for now, we've got one more destination to go to. So why do we need a bomb, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. We need a bomb because it turns out the Ur-Quan have had a reunion with their long-lost sibling species, the Ur-Quan Kora. So the Ur-Quan's whole thing is that they once got enslaved by a horrible, evil psychic species, and their response to that after they managed to break free of slavery is that, okay, the only way we can be safe is if we are the masters of the universe and we enslave literally everyone else we ever run into. As opposed to their warm and fuzzy Kora brothers, whose response is, we can only be safe if we commit genocide on the entire universe. And wait, further. Yeah.
Down, yeah.
Oh, there we go, down here. And they're about to have a big showdown over this big battleship. Over whose way is correct. Canonically, if you just sit around on your hands and do nothing, the Kora win and proceed to just go on this horrible march, annihilating all life throughout the universe. So we want to stop that, and how you stop that is by attacking the battleship. That's what the bomb's for. And now, oh look, we've run into this talking pet. What's this guy? He seems like an upstanding guy. Oh, I didn't recrew.
It was just a huge toad.
Yeah. But basically, that's a Denari. That's one of the species that, in ages back, had the Ur-Quan enslaved. Yeah. We'll see. I should have recruited. That's just, it was free. And they've got terrible psychic powers. This one in particular has been sort of re-energized by the Umgar on this planet, a bit unwittingly, and has enslaved all of them. Oh, Jesus, that was unfortunate. So, we've earlier picked up a magic rock, basically, that protects us from getting mind-controlled. And the talking pet here is essentially a useful ally against the Ur-Quan. I guess technically that works, getting damaged by bumping them into the planet. Ooh, this jousting is not going well. Yeah, that's better. Unfortunately, they've got no interest in playing nice. Oh, I nearly hit the planet there. Ooh.
Careful, there's a planet going up ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be fine now.
Yeah, I'll change my axis. Ooh, let the Zapsat do its thing.
Yeah, they might die to the satellites.
Oh,
they might
okay,
die,
yeah.
But okay, nice.
Yeah, so the little automatic satellites around the avatars are very, very handy for these fights. I guess technically they can do something in the Sumatra fight, but obviously much less. Wow, they're really zooming. That's a big gravity slingshot I gave them. Oh no! Oh well.
Bob.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, okay, didn't hit the planet. That's a good start. Lovely. But yeah, basically, we want to get this toad because it's got a way of spooking the Ur-Quan guards around the battleship. If we don't do that, I believe it's actually an unlimited-sized fleet. It's actually impossible to beat the game without getting the Denari on side.
Exactly, yeah. You have to turn some of the guards away.
Alright, I've lost count, but there are probably still at least 2 or 3 more of them. So these Umgar are a bit weird, because they've ultra short range, but their little cone is just indestructible, blocks basic... Oh, okay, awesome. I'll take that. Okay. And the thing is that their weapon doesn't require battery to fire, so they can just keep on firing forever. So if you get into a bad spot with them, they can give you problems. But alright, so we've now got an extremely, definitely trustworthy and not evil at all companion here.
No.
Nah, well, he wouldn't ever do anything wrong. He just likes, kittens and squirrels, and he's fine. He's fine. And we have one last little detour to go, and well, it's not even a detour, it's the critical path. So we now need to talk to the Chimera, who are going to take the bomb we got from the Ur-Twig and amp it up, make it even bigger and more destructive, and fuse it into our ship, because they've decided that's the easiest way to deliver it to the Sumatra battleship. Just, dock with the bomb, blow it up. Yeah. Okay, the fuel has actually turned out to be very tight. I think I made one more quasi-portal than I needed to, but we're fine. Sly Landro probes. Oh, I got 50 crew, I don't care. Excellent. And we now also just get to do a free little sort of time skip to Sol. So we don't even need to navigate there. We're going to turn back up in the solar system. And we've now got unlimited resources. The Chimera have been very generous. So first we're just going to... Oops, no. First we... Oh my god. I swear, I know how to menu. I promise. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to give it a fuel tank. I love how it comes without one and you functionally are helpless without doing that. Fuel up. And now we're going to load ourselves up the bear. So strictly speaking, it's possible to do the Sumatra fight with 3 avatars, maybe 2 if you are both lucky and good. I am assuming I will be neither, so I'm going to overgear for the fight and probably get 6 or 7 of them. I'm also going to get a couple of Ur-Twig Juggers because they have a spectacularly good matchup against Ur-Quan ships. And we do have to beat up some Ur-Quan before we can fight the battleship. So, just buying avatars for now. Safety safe before the fight, so I'll probably... 6 is... I'm going to say 6 is good enough.
Yeah, in my early days I think I did 5. Or 4. Also for...
Oh, you know what? Why not? 1 more for good luck. The only time loss is just the time you spend menuing on them. My hand is getting sore from hitting up constantly.
Yep.
Alright. So we're good to go.
The quality of life is not yet in the game. They did a nice quality upgrade for the fuel, because you can just hold page up and it goes up. But for the crew, sadly, they didn't implement that.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to go to Pluto. Wiffo's feeling homesick. Alright, so one last voyage in quasi-space.
Have time for one donation on the way?
Yes, we do.
Okay, we do have 10 Canadian dollars from El Cat, who says, "Good luck on your space trip, Nika."
Thank you very much, Ali. Alright. 593. Hey, it's damn it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, this is probably a... oh crap, what did we say?
Cannot run from that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Oh, you can't run at all, yeah, so I'm just gonna have to beat them up with the Ur-Twig. This is irritating.
Yeah, this is a bit bad.
Yeah, we'll just get a bit of an extra demo of why we have picked the Ur-Twig. So, they get a shield that just absorbs functionally every attack in the game. And the gimmick is that they don't have natural battery regeneration, so the only way they can regenerate their battery is to absorb shots from enemies. Oh, bomb.
Oh no.
Well, that's
the Ur-Twig's largest enemy.
Yeah.
Planet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the planet collision damage, I think it's either proportional to your base health or just based on how heavy your ship is. Either way, that was bad. But basically, the AI is not particularly smart, so they'll just drain their batteries constantly. Oh, wow. I'm really covering myself in glory here.
That's not good, yeah.
I'm actually just going to die and take the load here. Because I want to have 2 Ur-Twig for the actual fight I'm supposed to have. Unfortunately, we've gone quite off script. Yeah, I should have safety saved on leaving Sol.
Oh well, that just happens.
Yep.
Sometimes you can't prevent this, that they just spawn in front of you and you have no way to dodge. But yeah, if you look closely, what Nico is doing is like he's going into in a rhythm. because at some point the Ur-Quan will run out of battery, and then it takes a while to recharge enough so that they can shoot. And in that time of the downtime, he will shoot. He will shoot at the Ur-Quan. Just pretty much baiting them to shoot at them, bringing up the shield when a shot comes out, and yeah, once they are in recovery mode, it's just free to hit them. And usually you can get 2 to 3 hits in before you can, yeah, before you need to put the shield up. Depends on the distance and timing. Ah, you're escaping with that one?
Yeah, just being a bit paranoid. Gonna come in with the game. Okay.
Yeah, that was
but
weird.
just to have a bit of a buffer in case I flub this last part of the fight. Because basically the crew are a little bit fungible. I can draw down from one of the avatars. Oh come on, dude. It's playing a lot smarter than I'm used to them. Okay. Oh, that was
Yeah, it's
much closer than I
already
wanted
decently
to be.
smart because the special ability of the Ur-Quan is to send out troopers to zip at the enemy, but to shoot the lasers in space.
All right, this
but
should be us.
the thing is, for the Utwig, they would just easily shoot them down.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, so let's just... Oh, we can't restock these. Oh, crap.
Oh, I forgot because you don't
Yeah,
have
because
any...
the fungible point is the flagship. Oh, well, that's fine. Safety saves are, we got it. If we really have to, we can just do some of it
Don't worry.
with avatars. It's inefficient, but...
Yeah, it
All right,
still
so
works, but it's inefficient.
It's a bit scary. I'm just going to save in a new slot here. Alright. Yep, okay, well, not much margin for error. That's alright, I'll just have to be good. Oh, come on!
That's unlucky.
Yeah, I'm loading that.
Oh, so
Yeah,
mean
somewhat
game,
irritatingly,
so
you
mean.
can't actually quit in combat. So, like, even if I didn't have to take the game over there, I'd still have to, like, hyperspace away and load, rather than just being able to load directly. A little bit frustrating there. Obviously, if you get it right the first time, you don't need to put up with any of this. Alright.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you.
Pretty much
Alright,
this is
that's
an
one
intricate
down.
dance.
Not sure if I got it right.
Now you see the core R, that's the
Yep.
black Ur-Quan ships. And
The
yeah,
Ur-Quan edgelords.
yeah, the ultimate evil, so to speak. And yeah, as you can see, their shots are different. They
Somehow
do
the
less
second
damage.
most- Yeah.
But yeah, these saws are thrust into space, and they don't disappear. They just stay there for a while. They despawn after a while, but they are still a danger for your ship after the initial shot.
The other tricky thing, so the reason that I don't just keep the shields up forever with the Ur-Twig is twofold. So firstly, you can't shoot while your shields are up. There's a degree of balance there. But secondly, the other tricky part is your shields don't naturally recharge. Your battery, rather, doesn't naturally recharge. So the only way to get battery is to get shot. And if you ever run flat, you're just permanently flat forever, and you're never going to have any battery at all. I played that one a little bit cautious.
Clean.
So yeah, if you actually go zero battery, you are hosed. Ooh!
Good spawn. It's fast.
Alright, that's 5 down, and I think I've just got one more core R, and
Exactly.
then we're done. Just needed to shoot, 4 more Nicosar than I actually needed to from that earlier encounter.
Alright, maybe just very shortly about the category. So I was giving the runner the choice of with or without Cyborg. Cyborg is actually that the battles are taken by the AI versus AI, but I'm very happy that Nicosar wants to do the battles. All right, final boss.
All right. Right, so we're here. The Sumatra, last fight of the game. Technically the Juggers aren't useless here, but they're pretty bad. So we're going to use the Avatar as our primary combat ship. It fires these little green orbs, which are irritating. And I've already lost a Zapsat, that's a bit of a shame. The orbs don't do any direct damage, or like not much, but the fireballs will absolutely ruin you. And so the orbs' bigger problem is that they'll just essentially stun lock you while you're flying if you're not careful. I mean, this is going all right, actually.
Yep, this is pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, Zapsat. That's the little Zapsat that got okay. I'm just going to take the rebound here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a terrible spawn. I couldn't align my laser up perfectly, but okay. Okay.
More to go.
Oh.
Shield generators.
Oh my god, and yeah, so the little red orbs
on the end. After the shield generators are down, the blue line will disappear. And also there won't be any more of these green and orange balls spawning. And then he just needs to get in the flagship into this gate. And that will be time. So just to say that ahead.
Okay, we should be all...
Come on,
no! Jinx it. No, we got enough firepower, we got this.
Oh, no.
No! Hey, we got it.
Nice.
All right.
And there's no balls around to save.
Exit. Yes. All right, and time will be when the cutscene here starts, and that is time.
GG.
All right, well, thank you. That was not as smooth as I was hoping it would be. But no, thank you very much for teaching me this run. You know, I knew I was in for a good time when I saw it just on the offering at all. It was, you know, because yeah, I noodled around with it, you know, 20 years ago, so it would have been Ur-Quan Masters, not actual original Star Control 2, and I was like, oh well, you know, that seems like an interesting one to do fast. Yeah. It's, yeah, you know, I really enjoy the, like, sort of the routing elements to it. Obviously, like, you know, I myself didn't think through any of this. You know, community's already figured this out way ahead of time. Yeah, no.
But funny that you mentioned it just shortly on the routing. Yeah, there was a guide already up in 2003 that had, let's say, the old route in it, and that held until 2021. When we actually put in some more thoughts and CADs, and we thought up some new optimizations. So that's also when the Jimmer was introduced into the early Jimmer route was invented. So that was that's only a thing of the last 4 years.
Wow, I had no idea it was so recent, relatively speaking.
Relatively speaking, yeah, because this is a game from 1992. Yes. The first release of the Ur-Quan Masters was 2002. Yeah. And yeah, why I chose this game is one of the easy things is it's actually available for free. Not the original DOS experience, but the Ur-Quan Masters has been released, as I said earlier, in 2002. As an open source title, and every now and then some more patches are dropped, and yeah, you can play it for free if you just Google for it or use your search engine of your preference. Yeah,
it's been great fun. So yeah, no, thank you again for you know, taking on the teaching duties. I definitely did need some advice on how to handle things. This would have been a much rougher project if I just picked it up on my own initiative. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Well, thank you very much for having me then, and good luck to everyone for the rest of the marathon. I'm going to go to sleep because it's 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, good night, Nicosar.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining me with those 3 runs that I was able to host for. I will be signing off. I will be back tomorrow with an Arcus run. But until then, Gasari here will be handling the Toho block into the next bit of Speedromizer. And so everybody enjoy.
Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to Speedromizer! We're here for the Toho block. I'm Gastari, I'm gonna be your host for most of the Toho block. It's gonna be amazing, we have some amazing people, amazing runners, and of course, amazing games as well. So, there is a little bit of a overlap with the Toho community here, so a lot of people watching right now already know, but if you don't know what Toho is, it's very simple. These are shoot 'em ups, so arcade shooters with lots of bullets, and you just gotta dodge the mess. Made by a single person who tends to be a bit drunk when he makes games, but that's the fun of it. So yeah, Toho has always been a lot of fun, so I hope everybody are gonna be enjoying the following rounds, because we're gonna be having quite a diverse selection as well. Some pretty, I would say tamer games compared to others, but it's gonna be very interesting nonetheless. Very, very interesting. So yeah, coming up, yeah. But yeah, very soon we'll be having PC, but before that though, let's get for a short ad break, shall we? All